I'm back after 7 months, I think. A lot has changed, bro. When I got this mustache, is it tough? And this, but I need to cut my hair in. Yeah, and I'm in a dorm now. Last video was January, so it's October now. I don't even know when I'm gonna post this video. I forgot how to edit. All of my strategies, skills, everything out the window. I had to set everything up. Actually, let me give you all a little situation. Is that tough? We got that, and then this, and all those chords. Bro, last time I think I had frosted tips too, so it's been a fat minute. But yeah, I say we get into this game. I really wanted to play it. We got this one. It's called the Stanley Parable. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. To my understanding, it's like kind of like a puzzle game. Let's do English subtitles. Oh, before we start, crack yourself a little soda, bro. I got this Diet Pepsi. I've been on a Diet Pepsi kick. Damn, that blew up. No, I have not. I just bought this game. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Bro, we're gonna do like that. Hopefully the camera doesn't die. I didn't think about that. Please enter the current time. Okay. Confirm. Okay, so yeah. This is literally just this like menu is all I know. I got the Ultra Deluxe. I don't know the difference, to be honest. We're just gonna begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay, so we're a little office box.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, is it me now? Oh, whoa. Okay, hold up. That's better. Okay. I'm kind of quick. Bro, Stanley moving fast.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where's the meeting room? Kind of like... Okay, wait. Let me figure these settings out. Controls. Jump. We can jump? Okay. Okay, wait. I kind of want to look around. Everyone's got the same setup. I can't even read what that says. It looks like it's kind of messy building too. I like work, I just hate my boss. It's very like basic.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I hate Monday's little mug. Who farted? Oh, he's got a phone. Oh, they all got phones. Okay, let's find that meeting room. Okay, so E does something. Even though it didn't say it in the controls, maybe it'll show me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I think I can like mess with the timeline. Or like the thing, and I'm assuming there's different endings. What is this? Meeting
Yet
room.
there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling a
fired.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker, let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Bruh, who is clicking through the slides? Monetize free to play. Where do I work? No more bins, trash cans. Renaming the ideas of bin. Firing of me. Ideas bin. There's something in the ideas bin. It's a trash can.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Okay. Oh, I can't go back. My decision's been made. Broom closet. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So I can't jump. It told me I can't.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, damn. The boss is living lavish, bro. Executive bathroom. Extreme bathrooms. This is like, wait, to be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. What is this, your assistant?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Maybe-
What dark secret was being held
Maybe
from him?
it was a day off.
What
bro.
he could
You
not
check
have
your
known
email?
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
I already messed up.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input
no.
the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, what? Okay. I didn't think this was like a horror game. Okay. So when I can click something, they give me like a little cursor thing.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, so we're gonna figure it out. Damn. Can I go back up? I can.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? Okay, guys. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to play this game and get multiple endings. We gotta remember that, because I don't want to forget it. Security cam? Whoa. It got darker.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Oh my
packed with
God.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
But I wasn't paying attention. So we got a bunch of flat screen TVs. Okay, they give me the option to jump, but I can't. Oh. I just got you can't see it. I just got an achievement. You can't jump. They disabled it.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh, fire?
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom...
Where am I? I was like 417 or something.
No!
I like can't go back either, so my decisions are made.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
It was right in front of
It
you.
was unthinkable, wasn't it?
You got
Was it even
confused
possible?
when someone didn't tell you
Had
what to
he
do.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
So we're
For
shutting it.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so these people like control people. I'm assuming like if you were one of these workers, you were locked in. Y'all were the real workers. Facility power. Mind controls idle. Awaiting input. So this is head honcho screen.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, so this is another fork. We can turn him on or off. I'm gonna go with what he's saying for now. I don't know what happened.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
This reminds
But
me
as sunlight
of the
streamed
Truman
into the
Show.
chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
Come on,
but
bro.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Can I turn back?
No
No,
longer
see,
would
that
anyone
once you
tell
like
him where
make
to
a
go,
decision, they cut it
what to
off.
do,
Like you're done.
or
You can't
how
make
to
another
live.
one.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all
This is
he
pretty.
needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Is this just
Stanley
a TV screen
stepped
though?
through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. We did it, guys. So we can now make. Okay. So now we can do other things, I'm pretty sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Yeah,
it
and he
mean?
starts his dialogue. Okay, so
He entered the door on his left.
I want to go on the right door this time.
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge stage first, just to admire.
Okay, so employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth it.
Okay, maybe turn them up a little bit.
This is the admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
So now our
Stanley
decision is
simply
made.
stood here.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, I don't want to take the open door on my left. Because where is that? And it's going to close that door if we go there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, what are these? Some blueprints? You know what game I did want to play? Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. But I already watched it, so. So this is a new area. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the... Or you're dead. You don't have to pay it. Okay. Can I jump off?
Stanley, I think perhaps
Okay, this time we're not going to jump off the lift. I was just curious if it would let you do
I
that.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Can we go in here? Okay. Well, that's eerie.
That's her, Stanley.
I don't know what I did. I'm 427, not 417.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Wait.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want
can't
you to
move.
come in and tell me all about...
You're damn.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press U on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Bro, why is she kind of bad? Shit.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Okay, what's with
Now
this?
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even
Is this
feel
the-
sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press V. What happens if I don't press it?
A few moments later.
I don't know if anything happens. Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Please press P to watch TV.
and so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he
Where's the
stepped up
TV
from his
now?
desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Please press J to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Please press K to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
Whoa.
and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors
Hold
and
up.
mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay, wait. So we're like living through my life. What happened here? Thought I had a kitchen. Is it not slowly changing, or am I tripping?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Okay. Love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality,
Okay.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
That clock is mad.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. We've been denying him since the beginning. We're gonna keep doing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press G to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay, so we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Okay.
memo.
What I want to do this time, I want to go to the very end and click like the yes for the mind control. So I'm gonna do that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so here's where I think it would be interesting. This says escape. I want to do that mind control facility thing, but I want to try this. I want to go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, so I can come back. I want to see if this actually kills me. Oh, that's definitely my death. Oh, maybe not.
word into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, I should be good. Oh my god.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Because I'm him. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Do I just keep walking? Oh, yeah, I do.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. So is this my office? I leave, I come here, I go through here, and then this is the two doors. That's my little office. The office. These are the doors. Button sounds. Selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. Okay, this is like the actual end of the game, bro. Written and designed by Davey Redden and William Pooh.
On the roof.
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game through 3 separate times over the 2 years of development.
Push the number 4.
These are clips from earlier takes that were not used in the final game. See, this feels like the end credits, bro. I feel like we should not be here. I feel like we got more to explore, you know what I mean? We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wait. Okay. Well, I wish they kept this in the game, because that would be kind of cool. But it's basically yapping. They're basically yapping about all the things we're gonna see.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop. Your only true choice. But if you do choose it, don't let time choose for you.
So we're back. That wasn't ringing before. And where's the narrator? He's gone. Okay, wait, now I'm confused, bro. What happened to bro?
When Stanley came to a set
Okay.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So now I want to see what happens if we like. We're gonna speedrun this real quick, and we're gonna. I want to click the turn on button.
Yet,
Okay.
all of it monitored and
So-
commanded from this very place.
This is
And
where
as the cold reality of his past began
we
to
don't click
set
off. We're gonna click on.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you want? Stanley, I help Lord Revel, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can
Loading
do.
mind control
You're
systems.
supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Bruh.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Can I escape?
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Whoa.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about
Can
me,
I go back?
where we're going, what all this means.
That's
I
kinda
barely
stressful.
know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground and take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up
Okay,
with...
I don't know what I can
let's
do.
go. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow. Save me. Why did you think that, Stanley? That this video
Whoa.
game can be beaten? One soul? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? First, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left.
Goodbye, employee 427. I'm gonna stand gloriously.
Or would you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the
Kinda
moment
stressful.
you feel until the moment I say.
I'm getting like chill. Alright guys, I think we're gonna call it. Maybe we'll try and get some more endings, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. I kinda wanna try some other games too. Just get back on track. This will be a good game to edit. If you enjoyed watching, maybe drop a like, subscribe or something. And I'll see you guys in the next video.